Hey there, my fellow traders, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story, episode 100, the only one left. I'm not setting a fire next to the rift. So let's go this way, try to find a tree and make a little fire. Or freeze my butt off. So about that finding a tree, I'm in like the most treeless terrain ever. The water should be warmer than the air. Yeah. While true, you lose body heat much faster in water than in air. Yo, seriously, where are trees? I'm 34 Celsius. Actually, I'm not that close to being hypothermic, but I'm definitely heading in the direction. I wouldn't mind bringing that temperature back up 2 or 3 degrees. So if anyone else has done the DB prune like I did, and regen their map terrain, have you found traders? Is there an issue with map generation where it won't put the traders back? Because, for real, what the hell? I just traveled quite a distance. Like, once the map fully loads, like all the way up and around in one giant loop. And I ain't find squat. And I did it at night, which is usually the easiest way to... Oh, well, that's my base. Honestly, if anything, proving my point that if there's nothing illuminated around me, there's no traders around me. Because if I can see my base from here, I mean, that's pretty good distance. Now there is, I do have, and I've never used it for this save, I only used it on my own test world, but there is ways to find traders. Right, I could go into creative mode and spawn them in, because I had found some and marked them down. They just got removed when I regen the map. Or alternatively, I could use the block finder mod to find something like a wheel, right? Because wheels really only exist where traders are. So if I found a wheel, I could go to where the wheel is, and inevitably there would be a trader there. But, okay. Hypothermia is starting to set in. But I'm close enough to home, I don't think it will be much of an issue. Just make me a little extra hungry. But I suppose once I get home and relieve myself of the massive overloaded inventory that I have, if you want to, and I will poll for it, if you want me to continue to explore, I'll put up a separate poll, a second poll, of whether or not I should either replace the traders, like spawn them in, where they should have been, or something like that, or alternatively... Oh, is there a storm now? No, I'm just in a rift, or like pass through a rift. Or alternatively, use Block Finder to see if there's any traders within a certain distance of my base. By sort of X-raying their locations. And yeah, I'll also try to get to top up the milk and start curdle. Just general base maintenance stuff, you know. Home sweet home. Maybe get another cook going. I'm hungry. I can go up to the windmill to use it as a lookout tower, yeah. I don't think there will be any this close to the base. I'd be quite surprised if I spotted any that way. But I will try it regardless. Gears away. Although it looks like you guys want me to continue trading, so I'll keep the gears on me. Little treasure chest. Which makes sense to put it there. I'll put my spare lantern in it. Okay, body temperature's back to normal. Cool. Well, actually, that's where the bloomeries go. There we go. A little torch for the forge. Round coal. Meteoric iron pieces. Plant seeds. Cuttings in the wood box. Guess it's kind of wood box. Actually, you know what? The cuttings could go in the farm box if there's space. That farm / orchard kind of makes sense. So we got some linen out of that. Interesting looking bowl of meal. Kind of weird looking. Alright, y'all, you're gonna give me milk, right? Well, not from you. Nope. They said no. Where do you even put the stupid wooden pan? I'll just put it here. I'd really like to get cheese started. No, stop trying to murder me. I'm not even trying to milk you. So if you guys want me to explore and search, let's, how should I explore? So, 3 options, and you guys can vote on that. Oh yeah, there's just not enough space there. But I can put it in the reed chest. There, now my cuttings are in there. I don't think I'm going to be able to spot anything from the top of my windmill, but I can try. So, Dark Sand, the traveling south where there's no winter would take me the remainder of the entire stream. It's not all that reasonable to travel to a different biome. It's very, very, very far away. It'd be way quicker for me to try to find a translocator that teleports me to a summary biome than it would be for me to travel on foot. Traveling on foot in this game is a very lengthy process. I don't see anything that even slightly resembles a trader out here in any direction. Wow, my armor looks beat to hell. Is that true? It's seen better days. It's not terrible, but it's pretty beat up. What happened to the extra lantern? I put it in the chest by the foot of the bed. Oh, is that a sheep or something? I thought I saw that dot move. But yeah, I don't see any wagons up here. So it looks like you guys want me to use Block Finder to find them. So I'm really curious what Block Finder comes up with. Because it could have been that traders just simply got nuked. So I'll wait a little bit longer, see if the polls tip the scales. I won't call this one early. Try to get my last 10 liters of milk. Because the thing about milk is, like, not only are they only lactating for a certain period of time, like 20 days, and you can only milk them X amount of times, but also, well, milk spoils, so you can't, you gotta, you know, process it or drink it. And because I'm not ready to do anything that requires high levels of combat, because I don't really have the materials for it, drinking it doesn't make sense. I don't need to fill my dairy nutrition right now. So making it into cheese, where it will last a lot longer, is way smarter. The good news is, since two of them... Oh, hello. Since two of them are lactating at the same time, it makes my life a little bit easier trying to milk them. Because every time I approach, there's 2 chances. That drifter probably came out of the mining tunnels that I had established. Just wandered out from here. to stressed. And stressed. So as far as I could tell in chat, nobody had done the DB prune and updated their map to find traders again. There'll probably be responses on YouTube of people that did it. But it does seem weird. I covered a pretty decent amount of ground and found nothing. Just could have easily been I was looking in the wrong locations. So let's go ahead and turn on Block Finder. And I can demonstrate that mod. I mean, it's absolutely a cheap mod, and I wouldn't consider using it had I not already found, I don't know, like 7 traders? So I found, I think, 2 clothing traders, 2 luxury good traders. So that's 4, a building materials trader, a survivalist good trader, and then 2 unknowns. I didn't get close enough to figure out what they were. So I think 8. I had essentially lost 8 traders. For some reason or another, Vintage Story is chunking. I don't know what was going on. So that would be blocks overlay. And this is, I think, a working version of it. And blocks overlay allows you to sort of scan the local area for whatever inputs you put in. So you could scan for, you know, whatever you want. Here it is. So if I do wheel, which, because the traders typically show up with wagon wheels, and scan for a 5,000 block radius, which is pretty far, we'll see if the block overlay finds any traders near me. Pretty useful tool when you've like hit your frustration limit. What I will say is I've been using it in my test world to understand map generation. You know, as a content creator, I needed to understand like how do salt domes form, how do iron seams form, that kind of thing, so that I know how to look for it. Because that's sort of knowledge that you're not going to get from the wiki. But it's really easy to sort of, once you go down that path of like adding mods like this, very quickly can the game just become, oh, I got milk, can feel like just full creative mode. So you gotta be, you know, advise caution, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Because once you open that Pandora's box, you can definitely ruin the sense of discovery. Alright! Milk, 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 milk. So I looked for solid wagon wheels and spoke wagon wheels, and it found nothing. I don't think that there's a single... Oh no, that's not true. There is a trader this way, 1,000 blocks. So there's a single trader within a 5,000 block radius, which is very far. So it found 4, but, you know, because a wagon has 4 wheels. Well, we can venture out to that trader, I suppose. But not before I start pickling. So now that we have this entire barrel pickled of milk, I can put in 2 pickled carrots and seal it up to make curdled milk. So now I have my milk pickling, or curdling. The salted meat is done as well, yeah. It's fresh for 20 years. And, oh, sorry, I lied. 18.9 years. I think it's fine. Let's cook a little... you know, I have lots of food. I'm fine. So, I have gears. Yeah, I got everything I need. Let's go out and figure out what trader this is. Thousand blocks away. And I'll leave the scanner on. Continually searching around me. Because maybe I find other ones. But very, very strange that I had, at least in my own neighborhood, I had like 5 or 6 traders known. And now I have, in my neighborhood, 1. It really nuked the traders around me unexpectedly. Is it a new area of the map, not previously generated? Nah, it's probably... Let's see if I can spot it from the sky. So 1,000 this way. It's 800 blocks this way, so my current... So it should be at negative... Yeah. Wait, what? Oh, it should be at negative 17 something. It's actually pretty close to where that vessel was. That's weird. I was here. I don't know how I didn't spot it. Wait, where'd it go? I had it marked. I'll just run in this direction. And the markers disappeared. Nice. I do like me some mature flax. That's a whole twine found in the wild. The block search mod likes to just turn off its overlay, I guess. It keeps disappearing on me. Oh, come on, stop disappearing. Oh, there it is. 500 this way. What kind of trader do you think this will be? Statistically, I have found more clothing and luxury traders. Although, I believe... Oh, hello, wolves. Or no, those were boars. Low weight, so not really worth killing. I think there's an equal chance for all types of traders. It's just... Most of the ones I found were lux and clothing. So now we're only 300 blocks out. So it's like on the other side of this lake, pretty much where I have these markers down, which is so weird. Ambient temperature is warm enough that I'll just swim. We're also in a very high rift activity, so I suspect we get harassed going over here. My lovely drifters. Don't mind extra seashells. You never know when I need a lime. Oh, wolf pack. I ought to be getting close. Oh, here it is. Yeah, that's hard to spot on the minimap. Clothing. Well, I was kind of right. So I can buy a merchant shirt. So taking a look at my shirts, that's not much benefit. Minstrel pants, no. Huntsman tunic, woolen shirt. These things are not useful to me much at all. But as you can see, the mod that scans for wait, you have a cracked vessel in your home? Oh, you have a bunch of them. The mod that scans for wheels picked up these wagon wheels, which I figured are probably pretty good indicators of where trade is. Because a lot of the other stuff that is part of a trader's caravan could also be found in dungeons, and I didn't want a bunch of false positives for dungeons, right? Like rusty gears or reed chests, or maybe leather blocks aren't typical dungeon spawn, but like trapdoors would be another one that only trade caravans use. Well, oakley dokley. New project. I went to the trade, and it is just clothing. I don't need clothing. Now that I kind of know what I'm looking for, it would be very hard in snowy conditions to spot this sort of pattern. Not impossible, but very difficult. With that said, given that I've used the block finder mod, I know that there's really no other trade anywhere near me within, I mean, I could give it a 10,000 block radius. Because the only way that running that mod would be, at least to my mind, would be cheating, is if I spotted more than 8 traders, because I knew about 8 traders. But since that mod has spotted 1 trader, I'm in the whole 7 traders, right? It hasn't benefited me more than what I had already found previously. Or, in other words, I'm screwed. Oh well. Now, again, a little spoiler. The thing I was hoping to buy... Oh, I don't think there's an apple tree here anymore. There is copper. My guess is there used to be an apple and pear tree here, and it got nuked. And it got replaced with copper, which is weird, but okay. Oh, no, there's a tree here. Okay, so back where I was... So there's a little bit of a spoiler. But I'm just going to let you know, because if this is to be the last Vintage Story stream, depending on how things get voted on, I might as well leave it said. There are plenty of dungeons in the game that are random gen. And cover yours if you don't want to know this. And I'm not going to spoil too much. But there is one pre-generated dungeon that is what one might consider sort of the endgame. It is a very difficult dungeon. It's full of... You need to be well equipped with armor, weapons, etc. to survive it. The reason I mention this is because I don't have the necessary steel to make the armor in order to probably successfully traverse said dungeon. I would probably say the dungeon is too difficult to go into and successfully do the whole thing without a full set of steel, unless you're incredibly good at combat or use some sort of unknown to me cheesy tactic, which I wouldn't want to cheese it anyway. So I mentioned this because Vintage Story tied with Mountain Blade in the last poll, and it's very possible it does not win the next poll. And that's ultimately what people tend to do in their Vintage Story progression, is you get to a point where you do the dungeon, and the way to do the dungeon is that you find a survival goods, I believe it's survival goods, right? Survival goods trader, and he'll trade you something for the map. Again, I'm very cagey about the details because I'm trying not to spoil it. But just know that the survival goods trader, which I had found one, will offer you the opportunity to exchange an item, a specific item, for a map. Or treasure hunter, yeah, thank you. It's the treasure hunter trader. And I had found a treasure hunter trader, I think somewhere northwest of the base. I had ran there. So I knew of one around the anthracite site. And it was despawned. So what I was hoping to do is to get that map, because although I wouldn't have the equipment to fully... Oh, look at that rift right in front of me. I wouldn't have the equipment to fully do that dungeon. I could at least start it. I could do some of it. It's one of those things that you can start and then come back later. Like, you can leave it incomplete. What is that? Oh, it's just dead grass under snow. Boy, oh boy, is there a lot of rifts around. Yeah. So the reason I mentioned that is, like, if Vintage Story continues to win in the polls, I'm happy to start a new run of steel, get another 16, and then put together like a full set of chainmail with like a steel blade and like actually do some of the endgame dungeoning. But with just a partial set of steel armor, probably the most I will do is, you know, just some of the deep dungeons, but not like the named one. Because the named one is going to be too lethal. So, just let you know that. Oh wait, oh no, that's yeah. So it looks like you guys have me exploring and searching for trade. By exploring, so how should I explore or search for trade? Start caving? I don't even know. I think I need clarification. I'm surprised that even got voted on. I think the only reasonable way for me to find new traders is going to be to go into a cave that has a teleporter and let me turn that mod off and teleport to a new location. Spawning in a treasure hunter trader, yeah, I mean I could do that, but without a suit of armor, I'm not gonna. Without some better armor, I'm not gonna go into the endgame dungeon ill prepared, because I would need better armor, a better weapon, maybe a new shield because my shield is probably gonna break, a lot more healing. You know, I'm not prepared for something like that, and it would take a stream or two to get prepared. Because right now I'm in just bronze armor. I'm going to get absolutely smashed to death trying to do that. I have enough experience in the game to know that. Whereas had I not had that experience, yeah, like then it could be a bit of a surprise. So what I can do, because it looks like you guys want me to spawn in a trader, or actually, do you want me to spawn in a treasure hunter hunting trader? Yes or no? I'm muted, aren't I? So what I was saying was I was hoping to get a little bit of milk so that if I am to be going into the dungeons, I could fulfill more of my nutritional needs. Because currently all my milk is tied up in cheese making. So it looks like you guys vote yes for the treasure hunter. Game mode 2. So I'm going to travel over to where the trader used to be. This wasn't a treasure hunter trader. I just don't essentially want a treasure hunter trader like living in my own backyard. And then I kind of forget how to do this. Treasure hunter trader. There we go. Tim F. Hi, dude. Haven't seen you before. Did I just wake up? Got anything to trade? So this is their normal trade offerings. So like paintings, a lackey shirt, broken armor, some boots. But know of any interesting places around here? I got something big for you. Too dangerous for me, but you might be able to handle it. I can't give away a haul like this for free though. Bring me a tin bronze pickaxe and I'll tell you where to find it. Trust me, it'll be worth your while. I got the tin bronze pickaxe you asked for. Now you know why I made one. Tell me what you know. I found it a couple weeks back. A massive cavern with a huge figure looming within it. Scared me senseless. I got out of there real quick. But I could tell it's got full of treasure. Full of trouble too, no doubt. I'll mark it on your map. If you're going, make sure you're prepared. It's no easy trek through the tunnels. So I've been given this map to the Residence Archive. And I can right click. And it will give me an approximate location of the Res Archives. Which should be... Lord. Somewhere on this map. I have a very marked up map, so it's It could be even off of the oh, wow. Okay, there it is. President's Archives. Way southeast, way beyond I've ever gone. So that is the endgame dungeon, and much like the trader said, I am not prepared for it. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story, which originally streamed live on Twitch, February 21st. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below, but please keep in mind that I've asked for no backseating, so if you could respect that, that would be great. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams, and if you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Seraphs.